If you've clicked on this video today, I'm willing to bet that you've probably been working on yourself for quite a while now. Whether that's a few months, who knows, maybe even a few years. Maybe you're even a veteran of this, I don't know, self-improvement game. You can see what a computer nerd I am.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
But do you ever have moments where you feel almost overwhelmed, just kind of bombarded with the sheer amount of self-improvement information that's out there right now? Do you feel like your head is just filled with all of this advice and tips and tactics and, self-improvement information? I mean, it's no secret that the entire world is just filled with self-improvement books, self-improvement gurus, self-improvement videos like this one, all trying to tell you the best way to live, act, and be, I guess. Maybe you are well versed in the art of self-improvement. You've read so many books, watched so many videos, you've learned so much useful information. But despite this knowledge, despite this hard-earned wealth of intelligence, somehow it still seems as though nothing real gets done. It seems as though no progress is actually being made despite you knowing what to do. Somehow you still manage to push off the work till tomorrow, right? It's next week's problem. And you shake your head in absolute confusion as to why none of this stuff is actually working for you. As an example, let's say that you have really researched the importance of getting a good night's sleep, right? You know that it's absolutely critical to being at your fullest potential. And so what do? You read all the books about sleep, you watch the podcast, you check out Andrew Huberman for blue light exposure advice. You craft this massively impressive routine, morning routine with meditation and deep breathing and journaling. And at nights you're drinking a nice cup of, hot tea, you're having a hot shower to regulate your temperature, you are putting on the little blue light blocking glasses, Everything is just perfect. It's beautiful. You have the best routine and plan in place. But even after all of this planning and thinking and strategizing, right? That night when it's time to get to bed, you somehow still end up staying way up later than your bedtime, and you're up at 3 a.m. wondering what the hell went wrong. I don't understand.
I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand.
All of this planning, it was in vain. Trust me, bro. I have been here more times than I'd like to admit, right? I've made this mistake so many times. But honestly, I feel as though by making this mistake, I can finally teach you how to avoid doing the same thing that I was doing for so damn long, so that you can start actually putting this self-improvement, mastery, and intelligence into practice. Are you ready to hear the stupidly simple yet profound lesson that will allow you to finally actually get to work and get the work done, right? So you're going to be cross when you hear it, because when I heard this analogy, it just fixed everything in my mind, and it finally woke me up to the problem that I was facing. The answer, as offensive as this may sound, is for you to drop your damn ego and get out of what I like to call manager/boss mode. Because you see, the problem is that we all tend to trust our brains, this little guy upstairs, a little bit more than we probably should, at least at the beginning of our self-improvement journey. Because this little guy upstairs, the big guy in charge of everything in your body, from functioning to thoughts to rationality, he thinks he's the man, right? And even though, he's incredible and he can do amazing things for us, he's the reason we are humans and we are, the apex predators of our world. It's this asshole that is actually the problem. Because you see, the big man upstairs is having a very hard time letting go of what I call manager mode. To make this simple, think of self-improvement or your self-improvement life or journey as a company, right? And in a company, you have what? You have managers, and you have employees, obviously. So what does a manager do at a company? It's pretty simple. His job is to think, it's to plan, and it's to strategize. His job or her job as the CEO of this company is to simply make the big decisions as to where the company is heading. He makes the plan that everybody needs to follow. If you are watching this video up till this point, I'm willing to bet that you're a pretty damn great manager, my bro. You've got your shit together when it comes to the plan, the vision, the strategy.
Today, Junior?
The strategized... Bro, I can't say this word. The strategize... Bro, what? The strategize... But wait, is that even a word, bro? Strategization. Now that I say that out slowly, maybe the reason I can't say this word is because it doesn't exist. Strategization. You can add it in the dictionary and be like, clown definition.
I went to an Ivy League school. I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words.
Let's just say strategy, right? You're excellent at making the strategy because you have all the information. Now, what does an employee do at a company? Simple, really. He fulfills the tasks and the actions and the strategy that was given to him by the manager, by the CEO of the company. His job is to do the job, to take the action to get the work done, come rain or shine, or else man's about to lose his job.
Ma, the meatloaf! Fuck!
Right? Now here's the driving point that I'm trying to make. What happens if you take away the managers from the company? You get aimless activity. The employees will run around like chickens without heads, doing things, sure, getting work done, but work that may have nothing to do with the purpose of the company. It'll all be totally directionless, which obviously leads to zero progress being made. All right, so what if you keep the managers, but take away the employees? You ready for it? You get you, the guy watching this video right now.
Are you sure about that?
That is what's happening in your life because you don't have any employees in your life, because you don't have any employees at your company. Am I saying that you need to rush out there now and hire people to outsource all of your work?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have some work to do.
I mean, hey, if you got the money, bro, like, it's super useful. But the truth is you can't rely on other people to get the work done for you, especially if you're an ambitious young man or woman, you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to see some success in your life. You got to do the work. So outsourcing in that regard is useless. The answer is that you need both to function. You need a manager and you need the employees or an employee. And as I said, you are a company with only a manager, which means that all the plans are being made. The mission is there. The strategies, it's beautiful, like I said, but nobody's doing the work because your ego is not allowing you to drop the role of manager and take on the role of the employee who gets shit done.
I'm gonna get it done today! Tomorrow.
Simple. I'm a genius. You simply need to drop your ego. You need to get rid of this idea that you are the self-improvement king that just knows everything. And because I know it all, what's the point in actually doing the small work? It's below me, right? But that's your problem. You are not willing to do the grunt work or to follow the plan that you've laid out for yourself. All right, so let me stop giving you shit now and actually give you an actionable plan so that you can finally stop the manager from totally ruining the company and actually take on both components of this analogy so that you can start seeing some success and actually do the work. What you want to do is become the manager, but only 1 hour a day. And it's hard, it's tempting because I know right now you are so used to consuming and learning and strategizing. I know it's hard. It's something that I had to let go of too and still battle to let go of. But I want you to truly set aside just an hour a day and preferably at nighttime, just before you go to bed, where you put on this metaphorical manager hat. You become the CEO of your company, but just for an hour. Then you sit down at your desk, you open your book or you open your computer and you get to planning. You do what you know how to do best, right? You make the to-do list, you set the Google Calendar, you get everything perfectly aligned and you think about what should I be doing tomorrow that is going to take me one step further towards my goal. Now, here comes the hard part. And this is the part that you might struggle with for a bit at first, but trust me, if you take this seriously, it'll change the game for you. Because tomorrow, I want you to wake up and remind yourself that you are no longer the man. You are no longer the boss. And as a result, you are no longer in manager mode. And as you wake up, you realize that I am now nothing but a humble employee to the manager last night who set out the plan for me. This, my friend, means that you no longer question the plan, which is something that I used to do all the damn time. I would wake up, look at my plan, think, you know what, actually I should change this around. I should move that to tomorrow. I should do it. No, none of that bullshit. None.
Oh, hell no!
None of it, bro. You look at the plan you set and you say, you know what? Imagine this is my boss that just emailed me this report or these activities to do for today. Would I now phone my boss? Unless there was a huge clash, right? Obviously, then you would. But would I phone my boss and be like, yo, bro, like, I feel like this strategy is not going to work out. Like, I think we should do this or that or this. You wouldn't do that because you get your ass fired that day, right? You don't question the manager when he gives you the orders. You simply follow the damn things. You just follow the orders like a good little employee. You keep your nose down and you get to work as though doing those tasks was of the utmost importance to you. And as I explain this analogy to you, I just think to myself like, how funny is it, right? That most of you watching this video right now, including me, want to be entrepreneurs. We want to be successful and we don't want to live the regular 9-to-5 life. We want to be in control of our own schedules. We don't want a boss to order us around, right? Because we want freedom. We want autonomy and we want to be the man, for lack of a better term. But isn't it so ironic? This is the irony of life, that in order to do that, in order to make that dream come true, you still need to be an employee to some extent. You still need to know how to be a good worker who gets the tasks done, even though you are now the boss of your life. Kind of weird, huh? So I guess here's your little mind-blowing fact of the day. You will never escape having a boss. Never. The only thing you can really do is make one decision. You need to decide, am I going to wake up every single day and work for a boss that I know as Jim or Harry or whatever your boss's name is, who works at this other company that isn't my dream? Or am I going to work for another boss, the boss of me? So ask yourself this very important question today, my friends. Will you allow somebody else to be the boss? Or will it be you? The choice is yours.